Hi guys, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting DIY that a lot of you have been asking me and I also want to make it for a long time. Yes, it's about this denim jacket, but guess what? I make it from two main jeans. I'm going to share with you soon, but before we start, I want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in creativity. I want to take a better photo with my phone and discard iPhone photography. How to take a pro photo with your iPhone by Dale McManus is just the perfect one for me. He showed lots of simple tips you can do with your camera but will take your photo to another level. From his cards, I learned that you can tell a story through your photo. If you're uncertain about what's next, creative challenges and productivity classes can be a great way to help you structure your time and set up achievable goals. At a time when so many important conversations are happening in our world, your voice is more essential than ever. Explore classes to unlock your creativity for social good. Skillshare offers membership with meaning, connect with the support of fellow creative, and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. Whether you're looking to fend off boredom, focus on self-care through creativity, or joining a similarly creative community, Skillshare is the place to keep you learning. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and after that, it's only around $10 a month. Now, let's get into our DIY. Here are the main jeans I chose for this DIY. The first step is making the back border of the jacket. At two sides of the top, I mark at 18 centimeters inside. It will divide the top into three parts. On the middle part, I mark at the middle. Then I go down 2 centimeters and mark there. Connecting the last mark to two marks at two sides, I draw a curved line after that to create the neckline for the jacket. At the top of the right side, I go down and mark at 3 centimeters. It's for the slightly down of the shoulder. From that mark, I measure down at 26 centimeters, which is the width of the arm of my jacket I want. At the end of the right, I mark at 6 centimeters inside. Then connecting that mark to the mark at the arm to create the connected part under the armpit area. I draw another line at 4 centimeters inside the arm line, then drawing a curved line at the end to connect it to the arm line. Doing the same for the other side, and you will have the back part of the jacket. I fold the back part in half and apply to draw the front part. The front is usually shorter than the back at the shoulder, so I move the shoulder line of the front down 2 centimeters. From the top of the neckline, I go down 3 centimeters and draw a new neckline for the front. At the opposite side of the arm, I add 7 centimeters fabric for the button area of the jacket that I will make later. Now, I'm gathering the front and the back part together at the shoulder line. Then I draw the curved line at the arm of this pattern, and it will be the curved line of the hand pattern of my jacket. I draw another horizontal line from two ends of the curved line. I mark at 40 centimeters at each line for the length of the arm of my jacket, then connecting them together. After that, I measure the width of the end of the arm, which is at the wrist, by moving in 10 cm each side. So the width at the wrist will be 30 cm. I divide the hand pattern in half by drawing a straight line in the middle. After that, I divide two parts of the hand pattern in half again. Then cutting two small parts at two sides of the hand pattern to have three pieces of the hand pattern, two small pieces at two sides and one big piece in the middle. I use the small piece at the hand to mark where it will meet the front pattern. Then drawing the horizontal line from that mark to divide the front pattern into two pieces. I do similar for the back pattern. At the middle of the back pattern, I'm drawing two lines two sides of it to divide the under part of the back pattern into three pieces. After cutting, I will have 4 pieces of the back pattern. Remember to cut with 1 cm extra from the drawing lines of the pattern you just made for seam allowance. Because I will use two different measurements for this jacket, so I write down the number of the jackets into each pieces of my pattern to know which one I should apply to which jeans. I also overlock on the pattern after cutting to protect the fabric. And here are 4 pieces of the back. I connect 2 pieces at 2 sides of the bottom to the middle one first. Then I connect the bottom part to the top part to finish the back of the jacket. After the first seam, I make 2 seams outside to fix the form and make it look similar to the real jacket. Here are 2 parts of the front pattern, connecting them together, then sewing. Now I'm connecting the front and the back of the jacket together at the shoulder lines. Here are 3 pieces of the arm. I fix 2 small pieces to the big one first. Then I decide which small part will be the back of the arm. Then I mark at 10 cm inside from wrist line. So it will be the open part at the back of the hands. Then sewing. After that, I connect the hand to the main body of the jacket. Remember to check the open back of the hand have to be at the same side of the back of the jacket. I connect at the gap between 2 jeans to have a nice matching for the jacket first, then connecting the rest later and sewing. Next, I sew 2 sides of the arm and connect with 2 sides of the jacket. At the back of the jacket, I mark at 7 cm each side first. There will be the button area of the jacket later. Then I measure the length of the neck between 2 marks, and it's 51 cm. So I cut 2 rectangles with 57 cm length, which is 6 cm longer than the length of the neck and 12 cm width. I mark at the middle of the top of the rectangle first, then move down 2 cm from that mark to draw a curved line to connect to 2 sides of the rectangle. At the end of the rectangle, I mark at 2 cm inside, then connecting to the top of the rectangle. Make sure the length at the end of the rectangle have to be the length of the neck area plus 2 cm for seam allowance. After cutting, I'm fixing 2 rectangles together by the pins and sewing. After upside the neck, I connect one part of the neck to the neck area of the jacket, then sewing. I fold the other part of the neck to inside at the seam I just made and sewing to finish the neck. At the extra part of the neck, which is the button area, I fold the fabric inside 4 cm and sew at the top first. After that, I upside the top and fold the end fabric inside around 1 cm, so the button area will be 3 cm. Next step is finishing the end of the jacket. I use the waistband of 1 inch to make the end for my jacket. Moving to the hand of the jacket, I use the waistband from the other jeans to make the end for the hand of the jacket. The last step is installing the front pockets. I use the back pockets of the jeans but in the opposite color to create the nice matching for my jacket. And I finished this DIY. Here is my final result. This denim jacket is too cool. I'm totally in love with it. It makes me feel full of energy. So, what do you think about this DIY? Let me know in the comment below. And if you like it, please try it out. I promise you're gonna love it. And subscribe to my channel to not miss out my upcoming DIY. See you next week!